Let's be real. If you're hiding things from your spouse, your marriage is already in trouble. Transparency isn't optional, it's the foundation of trust. No trust, no relationship. If you want a bulletproof marriage, you got to commit to transparency. No secrets, no shady behavior, no excuses. Let's talk about it. I'm Dr. Turpo, your marriage and relationship coach, and I've seen too many couples destroy their own marriage because they weren't transparent. If you think you can build love on secrets, you're playing yourself. Today, I'm breaking down why transparency is non-negotiable and how to make it a daily habit. So let's talk about why transparency is the key to a strong marriage. Trust is the backbone of your marriage. Without it, everything falls apart. Secrets destroy connection. The moment one spouse starts hiding things, the distance begins. And transparency keeps you accountable. When you know your spouse can see everything, you behave better. When you're fully transparent, there's nothing to hide, nothing to fear, and nothing breaking the trust. That is how you build a rock-solid marriage. Now, one of the biggest mistakes that couples make, they have private areas in their life. Social media, phone passwords, money. Why? If you're keeping things private from your spouse, ask yourself, why? If you're not doing anything wrong, why keep it hidden? So let's talk about how transparency improves your marriage. Number one, it builds absolute trust. Your spouse never has to wonder what's really going on. Two, it prevents temptation. You behave better when you know your spouse has access to everything. Number three, it creates emotional safety. Full honesty makes your relationship a safe space. And four, it eliminates suspicion. When you're transparent, your spouse never has to guess. A marriage with no secrets is a marriage with no room for doubt. So, how do you practice transparency? Number one, be open about everything. Finances, emotions, struggles. Nothing is off limits. Number two, give full access. No locked phones, no hidden messages, no secret bank accounts. And number three, speak up immediately. If something is bothering you, say it. No bottling things up. And number four, own your mistakes. When you mess up, admit it fast and fix it. Transparency, people, it's not about checking in. It's about having nothing to hide. And remember, people who have nothing to hide nothing. I'll give you my personal story. I remember years ago when my wife and I were first, early in our relationship when we were married, I walked into the bedroom and I see my wife going through the wallet. I'm like, what you doing? She's like, oh. And she saw me, she put the wallet down. And my response was, I was like, go ahead and look. She was like, what? I said, go ahead and look. And she picked it back up. She looked in a little bit. She said, a girl can't be too careful. She put it down. Now, I could have had a more typical response. I could have been like, oh, hell no. You going through my wallet? I don't go through your shit. You don't go through my shit. All right, you need to respect my privacy. Now, if I had a response like that, what do you think that would have done to the trust in the relationship? The trust would have went down. But I didn't have that response. I had the opposite response. I said, go ahead and look. And when I had that response, the transparency response, what do you think that did to the trust in the relationship? That made it go up even more. Okay? I remember I had a client who's, his wife, she just lost all trust in him. Not because he cheated, but because he hid things. He wasn't upfront about money, friendships, or where he was spending his time. It wasn't about the actions, it was about the secrecy. And when he finally committed to embracing transparency, everything changed. So a key takeaway, folks, I want you to remember is that secrecy creates doubt and transparency creates confidence. So choose wisely. If you want a strong, secure marriage, transparency is not optional. It builds trust. It eliminates temptation, and it keeps your relationship strong. No more secrets. No more hiding. Embrace transparency starting today. Now, drop a comment. What's one thing that you and your spouse, what do you do to stay fully transparent? Let's talk. And don't forget, like, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs to hear it.